Hello dear young minds, welcome back to PhysicsPoint. In this video, we'll discuss about the laws of exponents. You must be asking me, sir, this is a physics channel, but why are you teaching these mathematics concepts? Alright, so these are called as mathematical tools. Please note down the word, take out your pen and notebook and make note of all these things. Mathematical tool. Alright, what do you mean by mathematical tool? Why we have to study them? Why we have to study them? What is the importance? Look at this. If you see any electrician, alright, you must be having idea about electrician, no? Whenever electrician goes for any work, he carries all his tools. These are his tools, okay? These are some of his tools. These have different names. What they do? They make his work easy, right? His work will be very easy when he carries all these tools. Similarly, if you carry these mathematical tools, your physics journey, the concepts of physics and your concepts of chemistry, all the numerical approaches can be done very easily by using these mathematical tools. There are so many mathematical tools. So one of the important mathematical tool is laws of exponents. Alright, so let's get started and let us study one by one. Alright, the first law says like this. The first law goes like this. It's quite simple. If the bases are same like this, for example, x to the power m into x to the power n is equal to, the answer will be x to the power m plus n. So if this base is same, look at this x, this is a base, no, this is also base. If these bases are same and powers are different, or they may be same also, you can add them. Alright, so let us take some examples on this, different examples. For example, 2 to the power 10 into 2 to the power 4. So what is the answer for this? The answer is very obvious, 2 to the power 10 plus 4, and it is going to be 2 to the power 14. Alright, if something is like 2 to the power 6 into 2 to the power minus 4. Okay, this is very important. How to do it? 2 to the power 6 plus of minus 4. 6 plus of minus 4 means 2 to the power of 6, then 2 to the power 6, then plus into minus is minus 4, and it is going to be 2 to the power 2. Directly also you can do. Look at this, 6 minus 4, it has become 2 here. So similarly, for example, 10 to the power 20 into 10 to the power minus 8, if it is given, directly you can write 10 to the power 12. Easily you can do this, 20 minus 8. Actually, how it becomes? 20 plus of minus 8. 20 plus of minus 8 means ultimately it becomes 20 minus 8. 20 minus 8 is 12. Alright, moving forward, let us take one more question. That is like x to the power minus 4 into x to the power minus 6. What is answer for this? How to do it? X to the power minus 4 plus of minus 6. Alright, x to the power minus 4 plus of minus 6. So how much it becomes? It becomes x to the power minus 4, then plus into minus is minus 6, and it becomes x to the power minus 10. Or instead of that, directly you can do, whenever both are minus, right? So minus 4 and minus 6 are there, you can directly add them, minus 4 and minus 6. 4 plus 6, that is 10, and you can keep the minus sign. So giving you an example, if it is like x to the power minus 12 into x to the power minus 4 means, directly you can write x to the power minus 16. Correct, no? So as you write x to the power 12 into x to the power 4, what do you write directly? You write it as x to the power 16 directly, no? So similarly, you can write here also minus 12 and minus 4 is there, means you can write it as minus 16. Alright, you can go for other things also. For example, if it is like x into x to the power 1 by 2. Okay, if something is like this, how to go about this? It is like x to the power, if nothing is there means 1 will be there. So that is like x to the power 1 plus 1 by 2. So that becomes x to the power 3 by 2. So 1 plus 1 by 2 is 3 by 2. You can write it like this also. Alright, I hope the first law is quite clear. That is x to the power m into x to the power n is equal to x to the power m plus n. Alright, this is quite simple. You should be able to do this. Many of the times the things will be like 10 to the power 2. Okay, I will come to that laws later. Okay, let us take second law. Second law says x to the power m divided by x to the power n is equal to x to the power m minus n. Okay, the bases are same. Here and here both the bases are same. Here the power is m, here the power is n. So it becomes x to the power m minus n. Let us take some examples. Alright, if it is like 10 to the power 6 divided by 10 to the power 4, so how much it becomes? It becomes 10 to the power 6 minus 4. 10 to the power 6 minus 4 is 10 to the power 2, and it can be articulated as 100. That's a different issue. Alright, and let us take one more example. 10 to the power minus 6 divided by 10 to the power 4, for example. How to go about this? This is like 10 to the power minus 6 minus 4 as per the rule. Okay, this is like x to the power m, x to the power n, and that is equal to x to the power m minus n. Alright, so what it becomes? It becomes 10 to the power minus 10. Now, how to write this 10 to the power minus 10? We'll come to that also. Alright, so actually it becomes 1 divided by 10 to the power 10. Okay, this hasn't been covered till now. So once it comes, I will explain how to write this minus powers also. Alright, let us take one more example. That is like for example 3 to the power minus 4 divided by 3 to the power minus 6. What is the answer for this? This is like 3 to the power minus 4, then minus of minus 6. Very important. Try to understand this. Both the bases are same. Minus 4 minus 6 are the powers. 3 to the power minus 4 minus of minus 6. Alright. So how much it becomes? It becomes 3 to the power minus 4 then plus 6, that is equal to 3 to the power 2, because 6 minus 4 is 2 and ultimately it becomes 9. Again, writing this, you can write it, otherwise you can keep it like this also, because we are studying about laws of exponents. No? Alright, fine then. I hope all the examples are quite clear. Okay, so whenever the bases are same in the numerator and denominator, and power in the numerator is something and power in the denominator is something else, means in the numerator power you have to minus the denominator power irrespective of whether it is plus or minus. Alright, moving forward, let us look at this third law. Okay, how is this third law? The third law is x divided by y to the power m, for example. Alright, if it is there like this, means you can write it separately, that is like x to the power m divided by y to the power m. Separately you can write. Correct? Now you can check on this. For example, how you can write this? That is like 8 by 2 whole square. 8 by 2 whole square is there, for example. Okay, you do this answer. How much will be the answer? 2 ones are 2 fours are. So 4 square means it comes to be 16. The answer is 16. Alright, so if you want to do it in the normal way, so how it becomes 8 by 2, right? So it becomes 8 square divided by 2 square. Correct? No? Look at this. This 8 is there, this 2 is there, 8 square, then divided by 2 square according to this law. So how much it becomes? 8 square is 64. Correct? No? So 8 square is 64 divided by 2 square is 4. So it becomes 4 ones are 2 is the carry, then 4 6 are. So we got 16 here also. Alright, so that's why whenever the power is same, look at this, there is some value and whole to the power m is there, means you should be able to separate it as x to the power m divided by y to the power m. Okay, same is the case with multiplication thing also. So let me tell that also here only. If it is like xy to the power m, xy to the power m means you should be able to separate it as x to the power m into y to the power m. Alright, you do this example and see, you will get the same answer. Alright, let me give you one example here. If something is like 2 into 3 to the power, for example 2. Okay, so if you do this answer directly, how much it will come? The answer will be 2 into 3 is 6, then 6 square will be 36. You got the answer 36. Otherwise, you can write it as 2 to the power 2 into 3 to the power 2. Like that also you can write. And 2 to the power 2 is 4 and into 9. So how much it becomes? It becomes 36. Look at this. Here also we got this answer 36. Basically, these two rules are important. Whenever whenever it is necessary and you feel like we have to use this, you should be using this. Otherwise, there is no need of this. But whenever necessary, you use them. X by y to the power m is equal to x to the power m divided by y to the power m. Xy to the power m is equal to x to the power m into y to the power m. So these are some of the rules. Alright, and coming to the fourth rule as in now we lost, this is third one and this is fourth one, this may become fifth one, but let's not talk about that which rule it is. So it is like x to the power m whole to the power n. Okay, so it becomes x to the power m into n. Okay, so let us take some examples. I hope you are understanding what I am trying to say. 10 to the power 2 all to the power 3 is there means, please don't write it as 10 to the power 5, don't add them, you have to multiply them. 10 to the power 2 into 3, so that is like 10 to the power 6. Alright, if something is like 2 to the power minus 2, then all to the power minus 3. Okay, this is very important. 2 to the power, it becomes minus 2 into minus 3 is 6. 2 into 3 is 6 and minus 2 to minus is plus, that's why answer becomes 2 to the power 6. Very, very important. Alright, if something is like, let us take one more example, that is like 4 to the power 4 to the power 4, all to the power 1 by 4, if something is like this. Are you understanding what I am trying to say? Look at this, what is the answer for this? 4 to the power 4, then to the power 1 by 4. I mean, otherwise you can write it in simple terms. Let me write it in simple terms. So, how can you write 4 to the power 4, then all to the power 1 by 4. So, how can you write? So, tell me the answer for this. 4 to the power 4 into 1 by 4. So, 4 get cancelled. So, what will be the answer? 4 to the power 1. 4 to the power 1 means 4. That is the answer. Look at this, how easily you are able to get this answer. Otherwise, you have to do this 4 square. Okay, not 4 square, 4 to the power 4 you have to do, then to the power 1 by 4 means you will be in confusion. So, that is why these laws are there, no, these are going to help you. That is x to the power m, all to the power n is equal to x to the power m into n. Alright, and coming to next rule, the next rule says, it is like, for example, 1 by x to the power m is there. Okay, this can be easily written as x to the power minus m. This is a rule. Okay, whenever you are bringing this denominator into the numerator, correct? So, 1 is there, of course 1 will be there, 1 into will be there, there is no need to write that. So, this whatever power is there, it becomes minus. Okay, for example, 1 by 3 square is there. How can you write? 1 will be there, no need to worry about that. So, it becomes 1, you keep it, and into 3 to the power minus 2 it becomes. Okay, it is just a way of writing. Okay, what is its importance you will get to know as we proceed. Alright, if something is like 10 divided by 4 to the power 6, how can you write? You can write it as 10 into 4 to the power minus 6. It is not necessary that you have to write it all the time like this only. I mean, I am telling you ways of writing. Correct. For example, one more example, 2 to the power 2 is there, for example. So, if nothing is there in the denominator, 1 will be there. You can definitely reverse it. You can definitely reverse it and write it like 1 divided by 2 to the power minus 2. So, basically what I am trying to say is that from the denominator, if you are bringing something into the numerator means this base will remain same, but this power will change its sign. Look at this, m has become minus m. Here this 2 has become minus 2. This 6 has become minus 6. Other things are same. Correct now? This 10 also I am keeping it there only. Alright, so 2 to the power 2 means, nothing is there, there in the denominator means 1 will be there. Otherwise, if you want to bring this to the denominator, from the numerator to denominator, the base will remain same, but this power will change its sign. Alright, if something is like 2 to the power minus 2, it does not make sense to you, 2 to the power minus 2. So, it can be written as 1 divided by 2 to the power 2. Correct? So, it becomes 1 by 4 because it is changing its sign. From the numerator, you are bringing it to the denominator means the base will remain same, but this power is there, this exponent is there, this will change its sign. Now, 1/4 means easily you understand. 1/4 means in 4 parts, 1 part is mine. Correct now, but 2 to the power minus 2 you won't understand. If something is like 3 to the power minus 2, so how you are going to understand this? It is going to be 1 divided by 3 square, that is equal to 1 by 9. Alright, this is very, very important. How we use it in physics problems is, you will end up in getting something like 10 to the power 2 all to the power 2 into 10 to the power minus 4 divided by 10 to the power minus 6. Now, how you are going to solve this? You are going to use all these laws of exponents. Alright, how you are going to do it? Tell me. So, the answer will be 10 to the power 2 into 2, it is 4. Alright, into 10 to the power minus 4. Correct? And when you bring this 10 to the power minus 6 above, so it becomes 10 to the power plus 6. Correct? Alright, I hope you are understanding. Now, afterwards 10 to the power 4, then plus of minus 4, then plus 6. Look at this. Very beautiful, right? So again you are going to use this x to the power m into x to the power n into x to the power a, something like that. So you are going to add all this, all the bases are same, no? So you are going to add all these powers. So it becomes 10 to the power 4 minus 4 plus 6. Plus 4 minus 4 get cancelled and you are going to get 10 to the power 6. Now look at this, have a look at this and have a look at this, which is more easier. This is more easier to understand, no? So it becomes 10 to the power 6 means easily you can say it is a 1, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros are there. So it is quite easy to understand. Alright, so this becomes quite difficult, no? Let me give you one more example. If something is like 10 to the power minus 4 whole square into 10 to the power 6 divided by 10 to the power 2 whole cube. You are going to get these kind of things. That's why I am telling you. Alright. So, how much it becomes? Please tell me. So, it becomes 10 to the power minus 4 into 2 is 10 to the power minus 8. Alright. Into it becomes 10 to the power 6 divided by 10 to the power 6. Now, easily you can cancel this. No, 10 to the power 6, 10 to the power 6 you can cancel and answer is going to be 10 to the power minus 8. Alright, so this 10 to the power minus 8 you can keep it like this or you can choose it to keep it like 1 divided by 10 to the power 8 also. Alright, so like this we are going to use all these laws of exponents in our physics problems, but there is no need to keep it like this. In universal law of gravitation we are using this, no? So what is that? F is equal to G m1 m2 divided by r square. As we are teaching this 9th standard concept, I am telling you. Okay, so all these things, no, m1 m2 r square and all, they will be in some power values. Look at this, what is the value of this G? So this is like 6.674 into 10 to the power minus 11. And if you take mass, if something is mass is like 2 into 10 to the power 16 into mass, another second mass is 3 into 10 to the power 21, then divided by radius is, for example, 3.4 into 10 to the power 6 meter, then you are going to do the whole square. How you are going to do this calculation? Now without laws of exponent it will become very difficult for you. Alright, so how to do this? Let us try to solve this. How it becomes 6.674 into 10 to the power minus 11. Let us keep it like that. Okay, first of all let us write all the numbers. Okay, 6.674 I have written already. Then what is the number? 2 is there, then 3 is there. 2 into 3 it becomes a 6, so I'll write it as into 6. Correct. Then into what are the powers now? 10 to the power minus 11. Let us keep that. Into then 10 to the power 16. Look at this, 10 to the power 16 into what is the next one? 10 to the power 21. Then divided by what is this? 3.4 into 10 to the power 6 whole square means 3.4 whole square. You are going to write it as 3.4 whole square into 10 to the power 6 whole square. Correct? No, I hope you are understanding what I am trying to say, because it is x into y to the power m. Correct? No, so it can be written as 3.4 whole square into 10 to the power 6 again whole square. Alright, so all these laws of exponents are coming to your use now. Alright, so let us keep this number separately, that is 6.674 into 6. You are going to multiply this and divided by 3.4 whole square means 3.4 into 3.4. This is not our discussion. Alright, so whatever I am marking red now, this is not our discussion. You are going to do these calculations. I know that with these numbers and all. Okay, so you can do that. But these things, look at this, into, now how you are going to do this? Look at this, it becomes 10 to the power minus 11 into, now 10 to the power 16 and 21. 16 and 21 means it becomes 37. Don't you think so? It becomes 37, no? Alright, and divided by, it becomes what? 10 to the power 12. Correct. Then afterwards what you are going to do now? Let us keep these numbers like that only. Into, it becomes 10 to the power now minus 11 and 37 means minus 11 plus 37. That is like in 37 you have to minus this 11. So it becomes 10 to the power 7 minus 1 is 6 and 3 minus 1 is 2, 26. And if you want to take this 12 above, it becomes 10 to the power minus 12. Look at this. Otherwise you can directly minus that also. There is no issue with that. This above thing, this 10 to the power minus 11, 10 to the power 37 becomes 10 to the power 26, then divided by 10 to the power 12 is there. Alright, now how you are going to do this? It is like these numbers will be carried forward into 10 to the power 26 minus 12. That is like 6 minus 2 is 4 and 2 minus 1 is 1. correct, no? Because x to the power m divided by x to the power n is equal to x to the power m minus n. Alright, 6 minus 2 is 4, 2 minus 1 is 1. Alright, like that you should be able to involve all these things. Now if you keep on writing like 10 to the power 16 plus 21, then minus 11, so if you keep on writing like that, it will become very lengthy process, right? So that's why whatever laws of exponents you have learnt, okay, so from starting to end, okay, whatever you have learned, you should be able to apply them very quickly while doing mathematical calculations, right? So just whatever I have told, they are very important things, so you should be able to do them. All right, one more thing we can see very easily, that is like if something is like x to the power minus m divided by y to the power minus n, what we can do, the thing what we can do here is, if you take this y to the power minus n to the numerator, what it becomes y to the power n, correct, no? And definitely this will be remaining there only, x to the power minus m is remaining there only, into it becomes y to the power n, and again in the next step you can bring this minus m down, no? So it becomes y to the power n divided by x to the power minus m becomes plus m. Look at this. So whenever these are different things and powers are in minus, if you reverse them, they become plus, correct, no? So you must not have heard this, or you must not have seen in your textbooks and all, but you should be able to apply these laws of exponents according to your needs. It is not that rigidly you must use them, no need at all. Alright, if you are getting something answer like 2 into 10 to the power minus 6 meter means, actually minus 6 is like micrometer. Alright, so you will understand about that micro and all in the higher classes. It is not that you are supposed to write it as 2 divided by 10 to the power 6 meter. No, this becomes wrong. You are not supposed to do it like this, because this is a proper scientific way to keep the answer. If you get 2 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter means, you are not supposed to write it as 2 divided by 10 to the power 3. No, again it becomes wrong. It is correct mathematically, but you are not supposed to keep it like this. So these are the proper ways, whatever I am marking red, these are the proper ways to keep the scientific answers. Alright, I hope you are understanding what I am trying to say. All these laws of exponents, you are able to catch them. Alright, moving forward like that, we have many laws. I have told you the fundamental laws and how you should be able to apply them in the physics problems and all. This is not mathematical video, alright. So let me make it very sure that this is not mathematical video. These are the tools which I am going to teach you to solve the physics problems very easily. Like that you have mathematical tools, many mathematical tools of addition. Addition is one mathematical tool. Alright, like that subtraction, okay, subtraction. What is the spelling of subtraction? Subtraction, okay, please look into the spelling and all. Then multiplication and division. Then we have differentiation, okay, differentiation, you must have heard about this differentiation, you will hear in the higher classes. Then there is something called integration. Alright, so all these are the mathematical tools. So in this channel PhysicsPoint, as I am moving forward into the videos, and whenever these mathematical tools are necessary, whichever is necessary, these are already learned by you, okay, you guys are well versed with this. So you may not be well versed with this, but this comes in 11th class and this will also come in 11th and 12th. Okay, so I'll be teaching all those things on PhysicsPoint. Alright, so fundamental laws I have told you, and if necessary I will be teaching you the other laws also in the coming classes. Alright, so thank you very much, have a good day and bye bye.